So you're thinking about moving to Murfreesboro, Tennessee. You're not alone, many people are. But before you pick a zip code, let's take a look at the other areas outside of just what you might find in the downtown area.
That's right, the city's growing fast, but what a lot of people don't realize is that Murfreesboro has grown so much that it now spills over into a handful of surrounding areas that feel like hometowns in their own right.
So today we're going to do a little bit of a deeper dive into Murfreesboro. We're going to cover some of the history, the vibe, the kinds of homes, and why people really love moving to this area of Tennessee.
Whether you're relocating for work, school, or just a change of pace, this is everything that you need to know before calling Middle Tennessee home.
It was established in 1811. It sits at the geographical center of Tennessee, and we actually have a really cool monument there that you can go check out over by the school. And one of the interesting identities that the city has had ever since I've been living here, which has been 40 years, is that it has always been one of the fastest growing cities in America. Just in the early 2000s, when we thought like it could not get any more fast growing, we actually saw it increase. And even to this day, it's still one of the fastest growing areas in the nation.
What is the lifestyle in Murfreesboro like? Well, it's a suburban city with a college town vibe, thanks to MTSU, which is really fun because there are homecoming parades and football games, basketball games, and things like that you can go to. So the home styles that you'll find in Murfreesboro will include traditional brick ranch homes, new built craftsman homes, historic bungalows, especially near our downtown square, and a lot of larger two-story family homes in subdivisions. Some of the subdivisions, if you want to look them up, we actually featured several in one of our previous videos on North Murfreesboro, which would include Breckenridge, Northwoods, Oakley, which are more older established neighborhoods. Other neighborhoods that are definitely worth looking into would be Marymount, Shelton Square,
And Riverview Cove.
Riverview Cove is a good one. So there's lots of interesting, cool subdivisions around Murfreesboro.
So one of the things that people come to understand about Murfreesboro when they're coming from out of town is there's a few of the cities that are commuter cities where you might live there, but to get a good meal, to get good shopping, you have to go into Nashville, or you might have to go into Franklin. Murfreesboro has everything you need. So those amenities can include the Avenue Shopping Center. We've got a great greenway that runs along the Stones River all the way through town. MTSU, the local college, is always putting on events. We've got a full-size, great couple of hospitals here. And then we have dining options, anything from a five-star experience all the way down to some cool fast casual restaurants.
So the schools in Murfreesboro are, well, there's a huge variety, first of all. Something that we often experience is our clients who are coming from out of town, as we're explaining how the schools work and how you can choose where your child goes to public school or private school. They are often really surprised at how many options there are with different schools with different focuses on science or art or different styles of education. So if you want more information on that, we'd be happy to jump in. We've also made a video about schools all around Middle Tennessee, so feel free to pull that video up as well.
So Christy, please enlighten us on why folks should move to Murfreesboro.
Yeah, are you curious if Murfreesboro is the right fit for you? Who should move here? Well, if you're into the big city convenience with small town friendliness, excellent school zones, good access to healthcare, and a booming housing market, this might be a good place for you.
So growing up in Murfreesboro, as Christy and I both did, it was more of a secondary town to Nashville. But over the years with this increase in population have come the coffee shops, the bars, the restaurants, all the different amenities that you would expect in a city. So it's really become its own destination in and of itself, but still offers that great close access to Nashville if you're looking for a night on the town or if you have a job up there.
One of the places that is outside of Murfreesboro, but still in Rutherford County, that is a really quick trip to downtown Murfreesboro, is Rockvale. And we actually have a video about Rockvale on its own, so if you want to know a deeper dive into that, feel free to check that out. Rockvale was established in 1874. The population boom in Rockvale really started more in like the 2010s and is currently still happening. The lifestyle there is more of a rural suburban blend, so lots of neighborhoods are popping up in in and around farms. The home styles there are like a lot of farmhouses, more like the modern farmhouses. They'll have brick ranch homes with some acreage. There are new builds. Some of them have land with them. Some of them are in subdivisions. There's a lot more barn dominiums there. And even, I was just there last night, and there's a lot of custom builds with Southern Gothic inspiration. So what kind of amenities will you find in Rockvale? Well, there's the Rockvale High School, Middle School, and Elementary School, or some of the cluster schools, and they're really new and beautiful. And they're right there near each other with neighborhoods all around. For quick trip shopping, you're going to find one of those Dollar Generals. And there's a few local shops out there too. There's just not a lot. You're going to drive down the main highway and realize there's a nursery off to the left, or a small general store off to the right, or some farm equipment shops close by. So what you're really going to find in Rockvale is peaceful views and real country living appeal, close to the highway, which will get you to Franklin or Nashville pretty easy. So why would you move to Rockvale? Well, for those who are wanting some space, some quiet, and maybe a horse or two, but still that 15-minute drive from Target, Rockvale is a great place for you.
If you're looking to wake up to roosters but still want to be able to DoorDash that good old Chick-fil-A, Rockvale is your sweet spot.
All right, let's talk about Christiana.
All right.
Have you ever been there?
Yeah. So, looking at a Christiana boy here. I grew up in Christiana, and it is another one of these little towns outside of Murfreesboro. But a little bit different. In Christiana, you're going to find more of the higher density developments there. There's quite a few new home communities that are amazing values. Some of the deals that you can find down there are not you can't replicate anywhere else in Rutherford County. So definitely worth checking out. And also, along with the higher density communities, the subdivisions down there, you're still able to find those 5-10 acre tracts of land. And that is really appealing to folks who are thinking about maybe doing some homesteading, or like in Rockvale, maybe they have a desire to have animals, your chicken folks, your goat folks. That's all a possibility down there in Christiana. Christiana was established sometime in the mid-1800s. There's a small little downtown area that has a great restaurant there called Miller's Grocery. You should check that out if you're in that neck of the woods. But it really started to boom really more recently, probably here in the 2010s and later is when it really started taking off, and some of those communities started building up down there. Okay, so let's talk home styles out in Christiana. There's some rustic log cabins you can find out there. There's still some land available where if you're interested, you could put a mobile home out on it, or actually mobile homes that you can purchase that are already existing. Also, there's some older neighborhoods like the one I grew up in that have the old brick ranches that are awesome, that people love, the one-story living. And also, you still have those sprawling 5-10 acre tracts of land where you can build that big farmhouse out there as well. So the amenities in Christiana, they're a little less than what you might find as you get closer into Murfreesboro. Christiana is going to be a place where you're going to find some of that peace and quiet that you're looking for. So just like every town in Tennessee, they have their own Dollar General store. But other than that, you're really just going to find gas stations and really like just that peaceful setting.
You are just like 3 or 4 minutes, maybe 10 at the most, to a Walmart, a new medical center, and grocery stores, and a lot of restaurants too. So it's very close to a popular booming side of Murfreesboro. We have a lot of clients who love that side of town for a lot of reasons, but I think one of the main ones right now, it's 2025 while we're filming this, is there is so much development happening there, and it's good development. There's a really nice nursery where you can buy your plants and stuff. There's a local pizza place called Sir Pizza that's been there for a long time, but all the amenities of Murfreesboro, they're right there on the edge of Christiana. So you can have that country living, but you are so close to town. So if you're looking for affordable land, peaceful living, fewer restrictions, then this Christiana might be the ideal place for you to do your custom home or for your family to live and not be in the city rush. Christiana is where you go if you want chickens, goats, and a fire pit under the stars.
Another area outside of Murfreesboro, still in Rutherford County, that has something that no other part of Rutherford County can really offer is Eagleville. Established in the early 1800s, and it has been pretty quiet up until fairly recently. So it's still just starting its boom.
So the lifestyle in Eagleville is going to be a slower pace. It still has the old school downtown strip with a couple of restaurants, one bank, the school, there's a general store, and the school is right near the downtown. It really is kind of like walking back in town in all the best ways. And we have a video that talks more about the lifestyle in Eagleville. So if you're curious about that, feel free to go back and look at that video.
Okay, so I mentioned that there's something that only Eagleville provides in Rutherford County that the other areas don't. Can you get that kind of small town feel somewhere else in Rutherford County? Absolutely. Are there other places that have that little square area? Absolutely. But none of them are as close to Williamson County as Eagleville is. So we're finding that now a lot of folks that are done with the bigger booming lifestyle that happens over in Williamson County and are looking to get a little further out, even further out than College Grove. Now they're starting to creep over into Eagleville. So it's really, I'm not sure exactly how accurate this is, but it's about halfway between Franklin and Murfreesboro. You can get to either city in about the same amount of time, but you have some of the advantages that Rutherford County offers that Williamson County doesn't, most of which is a little bit more affordable property.
So what kind of homes will you find in Eagleville? If you're driving through Eagleville, you're probably going to see some cottage core homes. There's a lot of older generational family houses. You'll see a lot of brick and wood frame farmhouses. And you'll also see some newer homes that still nod to Southern heritage.
What amenities can we find in Eagleville? Well, one of the really cool things is Eagleville School. It's actually a K through 12 school. So right there, all the grades are right there in one school. It does have one gas station. There's a local coffee shop and diner. There's a lumber yard there with some hardware there, so you don't have to go all the way out to Murfreesboro to get your supplies. And then I'm gonna flip this over to Christy because everybody knows she loves a parade.
I do love a parade, y'all. I'm talking like Hallmark movie. Like if you wanna just turn the TV off and live the Hallmark movie, get to the Eagleville Christmas parade, y'all.
Christmas parade.
Oh, also, during the summer months, you got to get to that tractor pull. The Eagleville has an awesome tractor pull. Really fun.
Pro tip on the tractor pull, if you've got little ones or even for yourself, make sure you're bringing some ear protection because it gets pretty loud out there.
They also have, you know what? You have to go. There's a really cool thing that the Eagleville tractor pull often has. They wait till it's dark till they pull it out. But there's a special unique bonus if you go there that most other tractor pulls do not have.
It's small, but it's mighty. And the people here, well, they look out for each other.
All right, let's talk about Walter Hill and North Murfreesboro. Walter Hill is a wooded area. It's quiet. It's more traditional suburban living. The home style that you'll find there are a lot of split level homes, ranch homes. They have a lot of brick homes on wooded lots. There are some newer homes that are built into the trees rather than in a big clearing. There's also a lot of classic like mid-90 developments there that are the brick homes with like a half acre to an acre lot in the neighborhoods. There are some modern craftsman homes that have been built in the last like 5 and 10 years that you'll find there in Walter Hill area too. Amenities in the Walter Hill area include the Walter Hill Dam, which has a park beside it. It's just a really pretty area that you can go. There's a greenway trail that you can park at, and it brings you all the way through the rest of Murfreesboro. There is close access to Cedars of Lebanon State Park, which has tons of hiking trails and some caves you can go splunking in. They have a community pool, I believe. They have all kinds of playgrounds, all kinds of stuff there. There's also access to Percy Priest Lake and a lot of green space galore. 2 other quick fun things you'll find if you're in Walter Hill. there's a really great Christmas tree farm with hay rides and a little cabin. Okay, the other neat thing to check out in the Walter Hill area is a newer venue that is an old historic home that got turned into an event space, and I think it's Monte Carlo, sorry if I said it wrong, but it's beautiful. So there's a lot of new things happening in the Walter Hill area like that. So why would you move to Walter Hill? Walter Hill offers the space to breathe, to be close to nature, and also a little bit of that lake life. But you're still only about 10 minutes to a Publix, a Kroger. It's also on the right side of Murfreesboro for the Veterans Hospital. We have an amazing VA hospital on the north side of Murfreesboro, and it's a very close proximity to that Walter Hill community too. This area is perfect if you want suburban comfort with access to the outdoors. It's peaceful, but it's not isolated. So whether you're looking for land and livestock or a place close to coffee shops and soccer fields, Murfreesboro and the towns around it have a little something for everyone.
So what our experience has been with all of these folks that we've helped move from out of town is a lot of times they feel overwhelmed trying to find the right spot in Tennessee. So if you need help figuring out what the right spot is, even before you get to Tennessee, we're the people that you can call to help for that. So reach out to us if you'd like some boots on the ground insight. We're happy to do FaceTime tours, take videos for you, or if you just have some questions, feel free to give us a ring. We're here for you, and we love helping people find the right spot here around Murfreesboro.
And if you're already here, let us know what town you picked and why. We love hearing your stories.